Hello, everyone, and good evening to you. Following a quiet start to last week's trading session, the gold appears to have been caught within a consolidation phase to stay afloat right above the $1,700 area to still keep the hopes of a potential bullish opportunity alive against the new week. And in addition to this consolidation phase here, we can see that the $1,700 area has been a demand zone in the past. We can see how that area has held price supported at one point in the month of July, and we can see price went right into the $1,800 area, and then price came back down into the demand zone which was identified, and we can see how price has been consolidating with multiple rejection of that $1,700 during the course of last week trading session. Now, if we zoom out into the higher time frame, we can see that price has been on a very strong bullish momentum since the beginning of the year. And with the structure we have here, we were able to connect the series of lower highs to identify this resultant bearish trend line to give us a clue that the possibility of a bullish momentum is still very, very valid on this pair. So now with the current structure here and headed into the new week, there are two possibilities that we could be looking forward to. That is, price could likely respect this bullish trend line in such a way that price continues to the upside from this point during the week, or we could actually have a breakdown of the structure, a retest to give us further confirmation that we are moving to the downside. So in addition to this information we have here, and after looking at how price has been caught within a consolidation phase during the course of last week trading session, as you can see here, let me zoom in so that you can see what I'm talking about. So we can see how we have this consolidation phase here. Price has been juxtaposing right between the $1,720 area and the $1,700 area to give us a clear indecision that has gripped the market. So with this indecision right here, I'm of the opinion that participants are actually waiting for a catalyst to give a clue into where price action might be heading in the nearest future. So the next thing I did here was to look at my economic calendar and let's see if we have any major event that we could be looking forward to during this week. So I was able to pull out a couple of events that is likely going to have a major impact on price movement this week. And what do we have here? If you look at the economic calendar, I was able to pull out the high priority events that is likely going to drive the dollar in the coming week. Now we have on Tuesday the consumer price index, which we can see here, and this is one event that has a significant impact on price action. And then on Thursday we have the retail sales also, and then on Friday we have the Michigan consumer sentiment index. So what I want to be looking forward to right now is to look out for structures from a technical standpoint that will align or will be evolving either prior to this event or after this event. So now, what do we want to be doing here this week? I want us to scale down to the lower time frame where we will be able to see how participants are actually playing out between the $1,720 area. And like I said, I'm of the opinion that we might be having a breakout of the structure to the upside in such a way that price breaks above the $1,720 area, which I've identified here, and which also shares a confluence with the resistance point of both the descending channel here and the bearish trend line we have here. I'll be showing you how I got about that structure in a moment. And the other scenario here is we could have an outright breakdown of this demand zone. That is, if price breaks down this demand zone, then I will be of the opinion that a bearish momentum is about to unfold Then a retest of structure will give me a confirmation to join the decline to the downside here. So now let's scale down to the 4 hours time frame. But before we do, I want to show you the structure we have here since the month of March. And what do you see here? We can see how price has consistently found lower lows and lower highs. And as a result of this, I was able to identify this bearish trend line after connecting the series of lower highs at this point to give me a clue of a strong bearish momentum that collapsed right into the bullish trend line we identified on the daily time frame here. So you can see that price is right above that bullish trend line at the $1,700 area with multiple rejection by the buyers, giving us a clue into the strengths of the buyers at this particular point in the market. So with this structure here, and if we double down to the lower time frame, let's say the 4 hours time frame here, we can see how price action has been caught within a descending channel rather since the beginning of the month of August. As you can see, I will show you that with a visual representation of this arrow. We can see price has been caught within this ascending channel, sorry, the descending channel. And one thing we saw during the course of last week trading session was a little breakout of the structure, but we are not sure if this breakout is going to be the signal we are looking forward to, as it could turn out to be a false breakout considering the long-term bearish momentum we have here on the gold. Now that we've identified the structure here on the 4 hours time frame, the next thing I was able to do is to identify this key level at the $1,720 area. Now, how did we get to this point where I'm identifying a key level around this point? Now, if we look into the past here, we can see how this level has been a major determinant of price action. We can see during the later part of the month of August, stroke the month of September here, we had this area being held as a buying, buying niche for participants in this market. Then we saw a potential buying opportunity here before the breakdown retest of the structure happened. Now, since the breakdown of the structure, we continue to see how price has continually rejected the $1,720 area by the sellers to push price to the downside. But one thing that happened during the later part of last week trading session was that we witnessed a breakout of that structure. Now, with a retest of the structure, are we going to be having that trend continuation to the upside here? That is a big question mark we want to be seeing when the market opens. So now with this information we have here on the 4 hours time frame, you can see how the multiple rejection of the $1,700 area appears to have evolved into something that looks like a double bottom structure, which from a technical standpoint is a very strong reversal pattern. You can see we had this impulsive move that started since the early days of the month of September. We saw this impulsive move to the downside. Price rejected the $1,700 zone. We had price come back into the $1,720 area. We saw the second touch, and we see how price has continued to find higher highs, which resulted in the breakout of the neckline, which from a technical standpoint is a bullish signal that we want to be looking forward to going into the new week. So one thing I'll be doing here is to pause this video at this point, as I will be giving you an update during the early hours of the trading session at the beginning of the trading session tomorrow, after which we monitor how price participants in this market will actually relate to the zone that we have here. So one thing I want to be seeing at this point is multiple rejection by the buyers of this point to give me a clue that we have a bullish opportunity on this one. And on the other scenario we have here, the only time I will be thinking of selling the gold is when I see an outright breakdown of this bullish trend line here, which also shares a confluence with the demand zone we have here. Then I'll wait for price to give me a confirmation in the form of a retest of the structure. Then I can join the decline to the downside. So I would like to pause the video at this point and be rest assured that during the early hours of the new trading week, I will be sharing an update and my plans on how I intend to trade this pair. If this video has in any way been of immense help to make your individual decision on the gold, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. And you will also want to join me or follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. Thank you for watching this video and I hope to see you on Monday morning. Bye bye.